Hey guys, I'm Drew Adams, and I'm here today to talk to you about your student loans and tricky ways that your student loan servicer is handling your loan that keeps you from paying it off. So, pretty much every other loan I've ever had up to that point in my life, if I had made an extra payment, that payment went straight towards principal. This is not the situation here with student loans. What they do is they create a bucket. So if you make extra payments, all your extra payments go towards that, into that bucket, and it saves it up and pays your next month's bill on the scheduled period. So instead of making an extra payment like you're thinking, really you're just putting money into the bucket that isn't paying your principal down. The way that I had caught it is I was reviewing the statements, my monthly statements, and luckily I'd caught it pretty fast. I caught it like 3 or 4 months into my repayment plan. But at that point I had made like 5 or 6 extra payments, $10 here, $20 there, $100, And so what I was doing was making those extra payments, and I was reviewing my statements expecting to see, the $20 hit my principal. But what I didn't see is that at all. I just saw a regular monthly payment with the scheduled interest payment as well. And so what I did is I called in and I started asking questions. As I was talking to the representative on the phone, they told me that there was a form I needed to fill in order to make my extra payments go straight towards principal. So we got all that ironed out, and everything was great, and I was happy that I was finally able to pay off my loan the way that benefits me. And so what happened was that my next month rolled along. I had made extra payments to multiple different student loans that I had 3 loans out, and I noticed that the other 2 weren't making extra payments towards principal. So I got back on the phone, I called them back, and I said, hey, I need to sign the form for every single one of my loans to make sure that if I ever make any future payments, extra payments towards any of my loans, that it goes straight towards principal. And we got all that ironed out, but it seemed very sneaky way for them to slide in, a way for them to extend out the length that I'm paying on my student loans, which in the end makes them more money, and it makes it so I pay more money in interest. And so doing this will make you pay off your student loans much faster, especially if you're making extra payments towards your loans. Pretty much every student has multiple student loans with different interest rates and different balances. And one of the first things that'll happen once you enter the repayment phase is they will reach out to you and attempt to consolidate all of your loans into one single loan, oftentimes with a higher interest rate. And what it does is essentially it lowers your monthly payment. And a lot of people are enticed by the lower monthly payment, but this is really not the best thing for you. The best thing is to leave it in the different loans that you have and make the minimum payments on those. You'll pay it off faster that way than consolidating it down to one single loan. So here is a debt payoff calculator that I found that works wonderful. I'll leave it in the description below if you're interested in looking that up and figuring out what's going to be your best plan of attack as far as paying off debt. Me personally, I like the debt snowball. It's the safest way to go, and I can explain why that is the best way to go, especially if you don't have very high income. If you have very high income, what you want to do is attack the loans that you have that have the highest interest rate. What that does is it knocks down the total amount owed over the repayment period of your loan. And so here's the little form here. I'll show you how it works. What you do is you come in and you enter all your student loans that you have, the balance, the rate, the minimum payment on it. This is something that you don't need to worry about. And then what it does is it calculates your monthly payment there. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link to this in the description below, and come in and click on the snowball strategy. And what this is going to do for you, it's going to calculate how long it's going to take you to pay it off if you pay the minimum payments, right? But let's do this. Let's add, you say you have an extra $20-30 a month to pay towards your student loans, and this thing goes in, it recalculates how long it's going to take you to pay things off. It's very simple, and it lays it all out for you, and it shows you how to effectively go about paying off your student loans. And so and then it breaks down like when you're going to finish. This is going to take 8 years to pay off. But say you add the original amount owed is 190, so let's just say you can pay it an extra $100 a month. Watch what this does to it. It knocks it down super fast, right? And so what the snowball debt payoff strategy does is it pays off the lowest balance first. So what happens is you pay this one off first, and let's say after you pay this one off, you now have that $25 to put towards the next lowest, which is this $5,000, the lowest balance, and now you're paying $80 a month towards your student loans. And what it does is it's the snowball, is your snowball just gets bigger and bigger, and you start knocking out your debt a lot faster. But let's say halfway through paying off, say you pay off student loan 1 and 3, something happens, your car breaks down, something happens in your house that you need to go fix. You essentially have 80 extra bucks at your disposal to get back on top. And so that is definitely the safest way for you to go about paying off your debt, and it's very effective at the same time as far as how you go about paying it off. This will make you pay off your loans so much faster than just paying the minimum and randomly paying extra payments, or splitting your extra payments between the 3 different loans or however many different loans that you have as you're knocking out your debt. When it comes to our current situation, because of the coronavirus, right now, if you make any payments towards your student loans, 100% of it goes towards principal. Now is the absolute best time for you to start paying on your student loans. And if you're not paying on them, start paying at least the minimum that you would be paying as if you were in the repayment cycle. What you want to do is absolutely demolish as much debt as you can while you're only paying straight interest right now. This will only benefit you. If you are not making payments towards your student loans right now, you are shooting yourself right in the foot. Student loans are a dark cloud over all of our heads. It's an absolute nightmare. And so if you make extra payments now towards the principal, you're going to shave off years of how long you're going to be paying it off, and you'll shave off possibly thousands of dollars worth of interest paid in the end. Make extra payments now, and if you're not making extra payments, at least pay the minimum what you would be paying during the normal repayment cycle. Last thing before I let you guys go, I'm going to give you guys a way to earn anywhere between $5 and $200. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. When you sign up with Robinhood, you will receive a free stock valued between $5 and $200. I highly encourage that you just sell it after you sign up and drop it straight into your student loans. If you find any of this information useful, do me a huge favor, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. Let's talk about different strategies in which you can pay off student loans or pay off any type of debt. I'm very happy to discuss that and talk with you guys about how to improve your situation financially as a whole as well. This channel is going to be all about finances, so whether that's real estate, debt payoff, investing, all of that is my world, and I'm super excited, and I love finances. It's part of my core. I grew up very, very poor as a kid, and my goal through life has to become and to obtain financial independence and freedom. And I have obtained a good chunk of that throughout my life up to this point, and I'm very happy to share my successes and the stories that I have with you guys and my progress as I go throughout building my career and my financial freedom. And so please stick around, hit the subscribe button. Let's create a community where that we can all share with each other and help each other improve our financial situations.